Happy New Year and welcome to our first couch chat for 2023. Hopefully you had a blessed New Year's with your family. Maybe you've been able to wipe some of the mascara off of your eyes, especially crying after Ohio State's tragic loss. So we're back here and things in the church there's always seems to be something going on, but especially I'm sure you saw the news that on the morning of New Year's Eve that Pope Benedict XVI passed away, and there's so many incredible memories that come to mind. I personally got to see Pope Benedict with my own eyes twice in my life, and so those are moments that I'll treasure, once in 2005 and once in 2011. So very grateful for his time as our Holy Father and the generous service he gave to Christ's Church. I know some people have asked, well, what do you do when the Pope passes? Well, there's a number of different traditions, but maybe just two to mention would be, first of all, to pray for him, like we would for anybody who's passed, that the Lord may grant them their eternal reward. And traditionally with the Pope, as soon as you learn of his passing, you pray an Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be. And I actually read something that's especially true for children, to pray an Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be for a dead Pope. And so maybe you have grandchildren or your own children that you can pray an Our Father, a Hail Mary, and a Glory Be for the Pope. And then there's 9 days of mourning after a Pope's funeral. So his funeral is Thursday, the 5th of January. Maybe you'll watch this couch chat before then. And that funeral, I believe, is at 3:30 a.m. And I plan to get up and watch it. So, not too often that there's a Pope's funeral happening. Actually, I did look into seeing plane tickets to see if I could sneak over there real quick for the funeral. Then I realized my passport's expired, so that's not going to get changed in the next 24, 48 hours. So anyways, hopefully to join the funeral of Pope Benedict, at least spiritually. The other thing that's going to happen is both Thursday morning, January 5th, and Friday morning, January 6th, there's particular prayers that you pray for the Pope at Mass. So both of those Masses we're going to celebrate. So I guess all four of those Masses, two Masses at Thursday and Friday at IC, Thursday and Friday at St. Joseph, all of those Masses will be for, we'll use the particular prayers, not from the Saint's feast day, but actually for the dead, particularly for a Pope. So feel free to come to those, offer your prayers for the repose of his soul, and also in thanksgiving to God for his service to the Church. So I'll use that drink to serve as a transition to things going on here locally. Now, of course, this weekend we have our holy hours to discern our potential patron. So this is basically the final shindig. After this weekend, we'll know what our patron saint will be for our parishes. And think about all of the months of kind of discernment, all of the months of research, all of the month of discussions that came down to this moment. So that's Thursday, the 5th of January in the evening at 7 p.m. at St. Joseph. And then Saturday morning at 9 a.m. at St. John, and then after Sunday Mass at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday at Immaculate Conception, we'll have holy hours to discern our potential patron. Basically, what will happen at these holy hours is that everybody, will meet in the church. We'll expose the Blessed Sacrament in the church. At St. Joseph, it'll be during the all-day adoration, or it'll conclude all-day adoration. So the Blessed Sacrament will be in the church when you arrive. And then basically there'll be I'll give maybe a little 5-minute homily about each of the potential patrons. And then at the end of the holy hour, we'll distribute just ballots. And so everybody will get to vote for what they think is the one that the Lord is asking of us. And we'll basically, by this time next week, hopefully know what it is. So that's basically what it is. Younger children will have something going on in the hall or downstairs or in the parish life center. So hopefully we'll be able to corral the children. The children have a chance to vote also because, well, it affects people who are younger more than the rest of us. Those who will be living in these parishes for the next I don't know, 70 years, this will be something that really affects them. So we want to hear their voice. We want to give them an opportunity, even as young as, preschoolers, to offer where they think the Lord will be directing us. So also in my bulletin article this upcoming week, there's just a few details as to what does this mean for us, like what's the next steps moving forward. So basically this name, when it's decided, whether it's the Holy Face of Jesus, St. Peter and St. Paul, or St. John Paul II, whichever one is decided, that'll basically replace the Petersburg name. So we could become, for example, the St. Peter and Paul Family of Parishes. And that'll be like a process to really replace. What'll first happen is just how we refer to ourselves, and especially how I refer to us. But then there's all sorts of different things in our communications. So you think about a logo, or the website, or just all those different things, social media pages. So we'll begin the process of making those transitions. We've talked with a couple of companies that work with branding and logos and all of that, and they've worked with Catholic parishes, and so we'll be probably working with one of them to revamp some of our branding, logo, all of those sorts of things. Kind of a new world for me, but kind of exciting nonetheless. So that's what's coming up, and so hopefully you're able to make it to one of those holy hours to prayerfully discern where the Lord might be leading our parishes in these next few decades, which is really exciting and really important. So hopefully, if there's something else that seems like it's more important, you realize that this is actually incredibly important, because it sets the course for the next decades of parish life, to say who will be our example, who will be our image, who will be our protector of our parishes, and that's important. So maybe there's something that you can just say, we're not going to that tonight. That'll happen again, or tomorrow morning, or whatever it may be. I just really encourage you to make it to these holy hours, to block out the time, because it's one little hour that sets the course for the next few decades in parish life. So that's no small thing. So the Lord's definitely at work, and of course we'll continue to see where he's working, to see where his action of the Holy Spirit is. And it's exciting times here in our parishes. So hopefully you're able to catch some of that excitement. So again, we'll continue to pray for the repose of the soul of Pope Benedict XVI, have those couple masses and some days to pray for him, to mourn his passing, but also to thank God for the gift of his life. A lot to be grateful for here in our parishes. Look forward to seeing you at the holy hours this weekend, and revealing shortly what our patron saint will be. Take care. God bless. Talk to you soon.